So, when you picture outer space, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably silence, right? Just this vast, quiet emptiness. But what if I told you that a simple annoyance, good old radio static, was the key to discovering that the universe is anything but silent? Today, we are diving into the absolutely incredible story of radio astronomy. And that one idea? It changes everything. The cosmos isn't quiet, it's humming, it's buzzing, it's broadcasting messages across billions of light years. We just needed to figure out how to build the right kind of ear to listen in. And this whole story? It doesn't begin in some grand, high-tech observatory. Nope. It kicks off with a super down-to-earth problem. An engineer just trying to get a clearer telephone signal. A simple quest for clarity that totally by accident blew the doors off a whole new universe.
All right, so where did this whole thing even start? Let's rewind the clock and go back to the very beginning, to the moment someone first heard this mysterious cosmic hiss and was curious enough to ask, hey, what is that?
Okay, picture this. It's 1932. An engineer named Carl Jansky is tasked with hunting down the source of static that's messing up transatlantic phone calls. And he finds this faint, steady hiss. It wasn't like the crackle from thunderstorms. This was different. It seemed to drift across the sky with the stars. His conclusion? It was absolutely revolutionary. The signal was coming from the center of our own Milky Way galaxy. But get this, the story doesn't stop there. An amateur astronomer, Great Reber, got so inspired that he built the world's first dedicated radio telescope in his own backyard. He's the one who confirmed Jansky's discovery and started making the very first maps of the radio sky. So this discovery, made in some guy's backyard, wasn't just some weird little fluke. No, this kicked off a full-blown scientific revolution. All of a sudden, astronomers had a brand new way to look at the cosmos, a way that could see right through barriers that had always blocked our view before. Here's the key difference, right? Traditional optical telescopes, they see visible light, the same stuff our eyes see, but that light gets totally blocked by these massive clouds of cosmic dust out in space. Radio waves, though, they sail right on through that dust. It's basically like giving astronomers X-ray vision for the universe, letting us see things that were completely invisible before, like the birthplaces of stars and the very heart of our galaxy. And that right there is the huge paradigm shift. This wasn't just about getting a better picture. It was like we gained an entirely new sense. We went from just being cosmic voyeurs, watching the show, to being listeners, finally tuning into the deep, ancient soundtrack of the universe. So we've got this powerful new sense. What's the first thing we heard when we tuned in? Well, you're not going to believe it. We heard nothing less than the echoes of creation itself, and we found some of the strangest objects you could possibly imagine. I mean, this has to be one of the most mind-blowing discoveries ever. Radio telescopes picked up this faint, uniform glow coming from every single direction in space. This wasn't a star, it wasn't a galaxy, it was the cosmic microwave background, the literal afterglow of the Big Bang. This was the smoking gun, the definitive proof of the universe's explosive beginning. It's like we found the universe's baby picture. Then, fast forward to 1967. Astronomers detect these incredibly regular pulses of radio waves. They were so freakishly precise that for a second they actually nicknamed them little green men. Turns out they were pulsars, the super dense, spinning cores of dead stars, sweeping these beams of radio waves across the galaxy like cosmic lighthouses. And the discoveries just kept on coming. Radio astronomy gave us our first real look at the mind-bogglingly powerful jets being blasted out by supermassive black holes. It let us peer deep inside these dusty clouds to actually watch stars being born. It even helped us map out the spiral arms of our own galaxy from the inside, a feat we can never do with visible light. So this new field just opened up whole galaxies of discoveries. But, and here's the ironic twist, after a century of figuring out how to listen to the universe, we've created a brand new problem for ourselves. The very technology that runs our modern world is now threatening to deafen us to the cosmos. So what is this new problem? Well, it's us. We're just too darn loud. Think about it. Our planet is just buzzing with radio signals. Our phones, our Wi-Fi, our satellites, TV, you name it. It all creates this constant background chatter that's starting to drown out those faint, ancient whispers from deep space. We've made our own planet too noisy to do this delicate listening. So if we want to keep this journey going,
If we want to hear the very first sounds from the dawn of time, we've got to get away from all our own racket. We have to find the quietest spot in our entire cosmic neighborhood.
So, where do you go to escape all that noise? Well, turns out the quietest place around, perfectly shielded from all our terrestrial chatter, is the far side of the moon. And this, folks, is the next giant leap. Missions like Artemis II are making plans to turn the far side of the moon into the ultimate listening post. Because it always faces away from us, it's permanently shielded from Earth's radio noise, creating a perfect, pristine sanctuary for radio astronomy. This opens up a whole new, incredible chapter. The big goal, the number one priority, is to listen for signals from the cosmic dawn. That's the era when the very first stars in the universe flickered into existence. We're talking about the faintest, oldest signals imaginable. A lunar observatory could also keep an eye on solar flares to protect future astronauts, and it's the perfect place to test out technologies for permanent moon bases and deep space communication. I mean, think about it. From some annoying static on a telephone line all the way to building an observatory on the moon. What a journey it's been. By seeking out total silence, we're hoping to finally hear the universe's oldest and most profound stories. And that just leaves us with one huge, exciting question to think about. What new echoes of the universe will we finally hear from the silence of the moon?